Well, even if they don't make it to the White House, some candidates may end up with a pretty nice chunk of cash as a consolation prize. Mainly, we're understanding from their book sales. Rick Newman is here. He's a columnist for Yahoo Finance and the author of Liberty for All, a manifesto for reclaiming financial and political freedom. Thanks for being here today. You know, I don't know if I agree with everything that you've said, but it's interesting. We can take a look at some of the numbers. And why are you looking at this?
Well, we got so many candidates in the race, and obviously only one of them can win each nomination, and only one of them can go to the White House. So you say, why are some of these candidates in it? Now, I'm not saying for sure that they're in it just to make a buck for themselves, but this is not a bad business model if you can use running for president as a way to get other people to pay for you to become famous and then cash in. You can do that through book sales. Another big way to do it is through speaking fees, which usually go way up once you become known as a presidential candidate. Other things, corporate boards, endorsement deals, commentator deals.
I got to tell you, I'm a little confused. I know you looked at the GOP side, but it sounds like you're talking about Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton is at the very top of the pyramid when it comes to speaking fees. She earns about $225,000 per speech. Now, she hasn't been doing that as a candidate. Yes. She made something like $12 million in just over a year giving speeches. So, yeah, she's absolutely has made a lot of money. She's not doing that now. She has suspended that. She's got 2 books out. I looked at book sales, and her books, one of them was a big bestseller when it came out in 2003, not selling so well in 2015, I'm guessing.
Well, that book is almost 700 pages, dude.
Yeah, and I'm guessing if you're interested in Hillary Clinton, you already bought that book, or you read the reviews, and you don't really want to know any more about her. So her book sales are not among the best of the candidates.
Who's got really good book sales on the GOP side?
One standout guy is Ben Carson. His books are doing terrifically. He had a bestseller in 2014, which has sold another, we're estimating, 90,000 copies or so in 2015. He's got a new book out this year called A More Perfect Union, 165,000 sales so far. So he's sold something like 250,000 books just in 2015. That's a lot of books.
That's a lot of books, and it also gets a lot of people talking. He had some biographical issues that people were talking about within it. But it's the big advances where I read that they're getting the most money. Because if you look just at, and we can pop it up on the screen, what some of them have made, the GOP candidates have made off their book sales. But, I mean, you look at Marco Rubio made just under 30 grand on his, but his advance was $800,000. Ted Cruz got $1.5 million advance for his book. Rand Paul, 40 grand. But Hillary Clinton, hard choice is $14 million. I mean, you can look at these guys and say that, but you got to look across the aisle politically, too.
Oh, I'm totally agreeing with you. Yeah. So we're looking at who's cashing in 2015. I mean, Hillary Clinton's been famous for 20 years. I mean, she's a former first lady. She's cashed in on her association with, what's that former president's name?
Right.
She was Secretary of State. She was a senator. So she has already cashed in. I mean, she doesn't need to run for president to cash in. Some of the others, I think they are, whether they intend to or not, they will end up using the presidential campaign to raise their profile, become more famous, and make a lot more money.
Well, you can't begrudge them for that.
I don't. I mean, we applaud making money in America, right? I think it just helps if voters kind of know what might be going on behind the scenes.
All right. Always good to see you.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same.